Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Science Fiction Talks. As expected, today we will talk about science fiction horror drama television series known as Stranger Things. It is created by Duffer Brothers and it's streaming on Netflix right now. There are total 4 seasons of the web series, in which especially fourth season is brand new season, which is in two parts, volume 1 and volume 2. Now, I may give the information related to the first and second and third season. I may not talk about fourth season more because it's brand new and I hope you might experience it. So I may not spoil anything. There are some spoilers, but be aware of it. So let's start. The story is set in a fictional town named Hawkins in the time of 1980s. First season mainly focuses on investigation of the disappearance of young boy named Will Bass. Also, the main characters of the series are Will, Lucas, Mike and Dustin. Also, there is an appearance of a girl child named Eleven who is experimented by Dr. Brenner, who is trying to control her but she escapes somehow and meets these nerd kids who were also trying to find their friend Will Bass. Also, side by side, there is an investigation going on by the police officers of Hawkins named Jim Hopper, investigating the case of Will Byers, also noticing some supernatural activities going around the town. At last, there is a massive fight between the girl child named Eleven and the team of Dr. Brenner. Later, they understand that the supernatural activities going around is done by some dark entity which is controlled by the entity in another world as known as Upside Down. There is a gate or an entrance which is allowing the creatures to enter into this world. At last, Eleven sacrifices herself and kills the entity and closes the gate to the Upside Down. But at the end of the series, it showed that Eleven is still alive and she is hiding in the forest. Then Jim Hopper saves her and adopts her as a child. And that's it for the first season. All alongside, I forgot to mention that but there were also high school teenagers who fought the monster named Demogorgon, especially Steve Harrington, Nancy, and Jonathan. Jonathan is the elder brother of Will Bass. Now, talking about the second season, we are introduced to the new characters Max and Billy, who both are stepbrother and sister. Max is a gamer and a newcomer in Hawkins. Later, she joins the group of nerds and becomes a part of it. Also, in the second season, we are shown that the child Will, who have recently returned from the Upside Down, have been really possessed by a dark entity known as Mind Flayer, who is controlling him. Also, alongside, we came to know that Dustin had made a pet who is a small part of a dark entity who is growing day by day. Dustin named the entity as Dart. Later, when the Dart becomes big and later he takes his original form, he kills the cat of Dustin's. I can't say kills, but he eats and goes away. Seeing all this, Dustin is turned up and he shares the information with Steve Harrington, who helps him, and the interaction going with Steve and Dustin is just mind blowing. Means I personally love it very much. And finally, they find there is not just one dart but many dart in the caves. At last, all nerds together burns all of dart. It was kind of emotional moment for the Dustin as he killed his pet dart whom he loved the most. Also, Eleven on the other side had run from the Hopper's house, and later they all get to know that there is another gate which Eleven eventually closes, and finally she can now live with Mike. Now, in season 3, we are shown that the Max brother Billy is possessed by the new entity named Spider Monster, who kills a girl first, and then also on the other side, Dustin reunites with Steve, who works at Mall's ice cream parlor, with Robin, who is a former classmate of Steve. They three translate the Russian radio message and determines that it must be code. Eleven uses her powers to spy on Mike and later Billy, who senses her presence. She and Max discover that Billy has gone missing. Later, in climax, Billy sacrifices himself fighting in Spider Monster, which lays an impact on Max. And now, finally, talking about season 4, which is in two parts, Volume 1 and Volume 2. For now, Netflix has just released Volume 1 and will be releasing Volume 2 on 1st July. And I must say that season 4 is just worth it as it finally brings the much awaited Vecna, who is the ruler of the Upside Down and is season 4. She manually kills lots of people. It was just kind of amazing Max being running. The scene was such a scary and excited as I can't express it, but I manually wish you to watch the season 4 of Stranger Things. And that's it for the today's review. Let's move to the next topic, news. First news, Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2 teases possible return for Mind Flayer. Next news, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness to stream on Disney Plus in July. Next news, Daredevil web series star Charlie Cox to appear in Disney Plus Echo series. Next news, Johnny Depp wins the case against Amber Heard. Next and final news, we might get Robert Pattinson Batman movie in next 3 years. And that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching.